Welcome everyone to another edition of Table Rock Sports. My name is Brigham Harris. I'll be here doing a little bit of commentating, bringing you this game between North Medford High School and the Eagle Point Eagles. That's the North Medford Black Tornado, the home team, and the Eagle Point Eagles, the visitors. Just got through lineups here from the PA's perspective. We will give you those as well from where we are sitting. Again, this is Brigham Harris. On the camera is Kaylee Harris. We have Team Harris handling this one for you. And thank you for tuning in to Table Rock Sports. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by Siskiyou Cellular. Joe Brett, as usual, is the executive producer of all Table Rock Sports games. Again, happy to have you here with us as we just round out the public address announcer giving the lineups. We will do so as well. So as for Eagle Point, this is in order, the batting order, I should say. Number 9, Jade Learman. Number 8, Haley Walden. Number 22, Sydney Boren. Number 14, Bailey Worrell. Batting 5th, number 13, Presley Brown. Number 7, Maddie Gray. Number 12, Kira Smith. Number 5, Kiersa Hogan. Number 15, Sage Teixeira. And number 10, Sydney Bruner. We'll pause now for the national anthem. Beautiful national anthem. I don't know if you were able to hear that as well as we could, but it's awesome to hear a live performance back at Live High School Sports. Again, here on Table Rock Sports, we're happy to be bringing this to you live for free in HD. Now let's get you the lineup for the home team, North Medford Black Tornado, coached by Chris Campbell. It's going to be a tough one to pronounce multiple times over, Coach Chris Campbell. Now, as for the lineup, batting first, number 1, Navia Smith. Batting second, Matlin Leach, number 9. Number 7, Shahar Miles. Number 15, Presley Lawton. Number 4, Sarah Hamlin. Number 14, Hannah Drisdale. Number 13, Gabby Urban. Number 33, Alyssa Hartzheim. Number 8, Samara Miles. Probably the sister of number 7, Shahar. And finishing out the order, number 2, Taylor Smalley. We are just a few minutes away from the first pitch here at North Medford High School. We're going to have a few words to, commercial breaks that we'll get to hear from Medford School District Superintendent Dr. Brett Champion, and that will come later in our live stream, but we will get you close to first pitch. We're excited to be able to broadcast this again live for you here in HD, North Medford High School taking on the Eagle Point Eagles. And while the teams are still on the field warming up, we will take actually a quick break here from one of our sponsors, but we will be back in 60 seconds here on Table Rock Sports.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And we welcome you back to North Medford High School here. First pitch just about underway. Gabby Urban, the freshman, will start things off. And a nice cut there from the Eagle leadoff batter, Jade Learman. Was actually the second pitch of the game. Count moves to 1-1. This ball sent into foul territory. Count moves to 1-2. Count evens at 2-2. Learman battling to start this game. Interesting, I had a word with both coaches before this game started, and what the North Medford coach / manager had to tell me was that, well, this, excuse us for the wind, this pitching-catching duo here for North Medford, both freshmen. So she said that's an exciting thing to see. Both Gabby Urban and Presley Lawton there, both high school freshmen making varsity starts. Big stuff. Ball's going to be just dropped in the infield. That's going to be an infield hit. Courtesy of the leadoff batter, Jade Learman, and the Eagles have one on base. That ball chopped at could have easily been caught. Unfortunately, it didn't hang up in the air long enough for North Medford third baseman to make the grab. That ball swung on and missed. And that's Walden. She falls down in the count, 0-1. That's a pretty heavy, not lead being taken by Learman on first base, but she seems to be adamant about getting to the second bag here. Count is 1-1. And there she is taking a lead, and you can see catcher Presley Lawton stare her down after every pitch, so to say, don't try me. This ball is swung on and popped up into the air, caught by the shortstop. It's Matlin Leach. And the first out of the game is recorded. Learman will stay on first. Learman's going to steal second, and she is going to be safe. No slide necessary. So runner advances. One out here in the top of the first inning here in North Medford. Gabby Urban, the freshman, dealing with her third batter so far of the game. Learman looking to take third. She's given both the second baseman and the shortstop a little bit of issues there. Urban having to give her a look after every pitch as well. Ball is in play. She's going to hold up at second base and be thrown. Runner's going to be thrown out at first. So Learman will stay at second. The second out of the inning will be recorded. It's a great infield stop by the third baseman, Shahar Miles. The ball is fouled back. Count moves to 0-1. Another pitch fouled back. Count moves to 0-2. Hard to see a number from here. We'll try to get that as soon as we can for you of who this Eagle Point batter is. Regardless, she's down in the count right now to freshman pitcher Gabby Urban trying to close out this first inning without any damage done. This ball popped straight back yet again. Urban will pitch the 0-2 here, trying to close out the inning. Learman on second, already stole a base. That ball fouled back as well. This is a great batter by the Eagle Point hitter here. Again, apologize, we can't see the numbers from here, so it's hard to give a name. But if my calculations are correct, we are looking at the fourth batter, who would be Bailey Worrell. This ball put into play. Oh, through the legs of second baseman for North Medford. That ball is going to bring in a run. So that's Bailey Worrell with an RBI single. Brings in the first run of the game. That'll clear the count. Still 2 outs on the board, however. And unfortunately, the first inning will not be a shutout inning for freshman Gabby Urban. She'll reset here, though, with a new pitch count. This ball popped up again and out of play. Count is 0-1. Up to bat for the Eagles is Presley Brown. Little pitcher on pitcher action, and Urban gets Brown to swing on that one. 0-2. This is the second time this inning that Urban has had an 0-2 count. Let's see if she can close it out this time. And she gets the backwards K. That's going to retire the side. And we move to the bottom of the first inning. That'll clear us out, and we'll see. So far, we've got one error on the side of North Medford. I believe 2 hits for the visiting team. That'll bring us to the bottom of the second here. Or excuse me, bottom of the first. My goodness. Again, here in North Medford, we got a great game so far. Only played 3 outs of softball, but not a single inning of shutout, which means we may have a high-scoring game on our hands. A little bit of wind, a little bit of cloud cover here in the North Medford area, so visibility not much of an issue. There's not a whole lot of sunshine to be glaring anybody's vision. Now I'll just remind you of the batting order of the home team, the North Medford Black Tornado. Leading off is Nevaeh Smith, and it's Matlin Leach, Shahar Miles, Presley Lawton, Sarah Hamlin, Hannah Drisdale, Gabby Urban, Alyssa Hartzheim, Samara Miles, and Taylor Smalley. So your leadoff hitter today will be Nevaeh Smith, center fielder. She is one who I heard from the home team coach saying that she was one to watch for, definitely, as she's returning from injury. The past couple of weeks she's been off the diamond because of an injury. Wasn't told what kind of injury. I'm sure any family or friends watching this knows exactly what injury it was, and just glad to see her back out on the field. I'm sure she's glad as well. Right now it is a 1-0 ball game in favor of the visitors. Presley Brown will take over the pitching honors for the Eagles. Called strike 1 on Nevaeh Smith. Smith shows bunt, but pulls back before the ball crosses the plate. So she is spared a strike 2 call. Count moves even to 1-1. That ball very high. Count moves to 2-1. A little bit of a chant coming from the North Medford dugout. Not sure if that's a taunting tactic or not, but Smith called for strike 2. Shows bunt again. Apparently didn't pull back in time as the umpire gets her on that one. 2-2 is the count. That ball nicely sliced into center field and will not be cleanly scooped, but fortunately Smith will be held at first. Fortunately, I should say, for Eagle Point. And the Black Tornado have their first base runner of the day. So the leadoff lady, I should say, gets on base, does her job. Could have maybe gotten extra bases, but what chose the smart conservative play, holds up at first. Now the tying run is on base for the home team. Another quick lead being taken by Smith at first just after that pitch is made. Matlin Leach right now at the plate. Number 9, the shortstop. That ball high, and a steal will be made. Another successful stolen base here. Smith takes second. Not quite as simply as was done in the top of the first by Learman, but she is safe nonetheless, and the tying run is in scoring position. This is certainly shaping up early to be a high-scoring, aggressive ball game. As Smith dancing a little bit in the shortstop position there, eager to get to third and maybe bring home that tying run. As no outs so far. A woman on second. And Leach will show bunt and pull back, and the first walk of the day is also completed. So now we have the lead run at first, tying run at second, no outs. With Shahar Miles, number 7, left fielder, looking to make an instant impact in this game. Ball is not necessarily in the dirt, but it's low. Runners stay put for the time being. Hitters count here. That ball is high. I believe that is ball 3. So far, the Black Tornado making a pretty good opening statement, as they, with their first batters, are yet to. That must not have been ball 3. That must make it ball 3, because Shahar Miles will watch that ball go by and does not take the base. So little help from North Medford. Apparently the count is 3-1. And she watched that ball sail by, and without even any regard for the umpire, takes first. Clears the count again. No outs. Bases loaded now for cleanup hitter Presley Lawton. Right-handed batter. Looking to, and I've been saying this about the past 4 batters, but now she really has probably the best opportunity to blow open this first inning, and she's going to slap a ball to left field, and it's going to be dropped. Runners are going to make the turn, nearly every one of them. Excuse me, only 2 runners will score, but pretty sure North Medford will take it. That is the first lead change we have so far. Pinch runner will come on for Presley Lawton, who just hit that stand-up double. 2 RBIs in 1 swing. And we have ourselves the first lead change of the game, 2-1 North Medford, who did not seem to be fazed at all by that first run scored by the Eagles. Next up to bat here is Sarah Hamlin, third baseman. That ball is low. Here comes the 1-0. This ball chopped back to the pitcher for the easy out at first. Runners will stay where they are. Really nice job there by Presley Brown to collect that chopped grounder. It was really at neck height, so it wasn't too hard for her to scoop and throw Hamlin out at first. So the first out recorded here in the bottom of the first inning. Now up to bat, left-handed batter Hannah Drisdale, number 14. Towering first baseman. This ball batted into, that's going to find the gap in left field. Looks like both runners will be waved around. The slide is in time. The throw is not in time. And that will score 2 more runs for the Black Tornado. And that will send Hannah Drisdale all the way to third base. A stand-up triple off of really a blooper to left field. Didn't see the warning track, didn't see the fence. Really only saw about 110 feet or so. Nonetheless, 2 RBIs again there in one swing. Opens up the lead even more. Freshman Gabby Urban now up to bat. That ball called a strike. Moves the count to 1-1. Hitters count here for Gabby Urban, the North Medford pitcher. That ball is high, count moves to 3-1. Now, sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time now to sign up for some summer fun, so you can go to playmedford.com. That ball low. I believe that should have been ball 4, at least I am miscounting. You can go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistol softball camp. Very fitting. There is ball 4, and Gabby Urban will take her base. Runners now at first and third with 1 out. I was saying Coach Pistol softball camp July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU national champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. You can visit playmedford.com to register today. Not only is high school sports back, but sports for all ages, really. That ball low. Urban taking a bit of an ambitious few steps after the pitch. Both she and Drisdale looking to cross home plate here without any issue. That ball low. Urban will steal second. Drisdale will stay put. It's a tough call. It's one of those double-edged swords when it's not a closeout opportunity if you're on the defense and you got runners at first and third. Almost always that first base runner is going to take second without an issue, because if the ball winds up in the outfield, well, that third base runner is going to come around and score. So bit of a free base being taken by pitcher Gabby Urban there. 3-0 pitch is called a strike. Count moves to 3-1. Still a hitter's count here, as Presley Brown trying to work to get through this inning. That ball is going to be striped up the middle into center field. At least one will score. That is Drisdale crossing the plate. Runners again at first and third. North Medford really turning it on here in the past few minutes. Only 1 out recorded and 5 runs scored. Now we'll have a meeting from the Eagle Point head coach, whose name I do not have. But he will join in with the rest of his infield, have a word with his pitcher, Presley Brown, see what they can do to close out this inning. Looks like Presley Brown may be taking off early. It looks like she is walking away from the circle here. Looks as though she might just be moving to third base. A switch that we actually see very often. We saw it in Grants Pass for baseball. We've seen it elsewhere around the baseball and softball community. These kids don't necessarily grow up playing one position. They're taught to play multiple. So coming in to pitch is number 22, Sydney Boren, who was playing that key shortstop role, but she will come in after just 1/2 inning. 5 runs were scored by the Black Tornado. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you're enjoying today's game. We're only a few minutes in, an inning, maybe half an inning and 1 1/3. There we go. I haven't done math since high school, so 1 1/3 inning of our game today. Hope you're enjoying it. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaressouthernoregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. And that ball is high. Boren falls early in the count, 1-0. Always brings a new energy, though, getting a new pitcher on the circle is a little bit of unpredictability. We're nearly all the way around the order. In just 1/2 inning. Up to bat as of now and a double play could be turned here. That's going to be, she's going to be called out at second. A very unorthodox motion of doing so by the second base umpire, but nonetheless, North Medford brings home another run. And here in the bottom of the first inning, the score now moves to 6-1 in favor of the home team. Up to bat was Samara Miles, right fielder. Out at second base. This time a ball is striped up the middle, thrown a little too high, and that one's going to get away from Eagle Point again. Runners will advance. Now there are base runners at second and third. Now brings around, that does not bring around another runner, so we are still at 6-1 here in favor of North Medford. But if that's an indication of where this inning may go, there may be more runs scored here in just a moment. They had the chance to close out the inning with what seemed like a routine ground ball up the middle, handled nicely by the shortstop. The throw just a little too high there, unable to record the out and end the inning. So the pain continues for Eagle Point here in the bottom of this first. Up to bat now is Taylor Smalley, number 2. Oh, excuse me. I'm wrong. This is Matlin Leach, number 9. They had already rounded out the order. Shows bunt, pulls back. And that is another walk. Bases loaded here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning here in North Medford. That was Matlin Leach who took the walk. She's now on base, and now up to bat is Shahar Miles. So a couple of North Medford batters reaching on errors. A couple of them recording hits. I'd say the biggest one so far was Hannah Drisdale poking a blooper down the left field line, brought home 2 runners. Sort of started this scoring debacle here. Scoring debacle, I should say. It's more like a scoring combo meal. Fries and a shake. This ball is going to be poked to center field. Going to get just over the second baseman's head. 2 runs will score. Check that, make it 3. but she will be tagged out at third base. That was the hitter number 7, Shahar Miles. So 2 runs will score. And that'll end the inning as the final runner was unable to stay alive, tagged out at third base. Excuse me, that will bring home 3 runs. So now, very eventful first inning as we make our way to the top of the second. What feels like it could be the top of the 7th. Very, very eventful first inning there. Definitely more hits on the North Medford side. I believe there were 4 or 5. We'll get that corrected for you and definitely checked, but handful of errors on the side of Eagle Point and a good amount of scoring there in the bottom of the first inning. Now as we, like I said, head to the top of the second, we'll see Eagle Point try to minimize this deficit, this gap that's been made by the home team. We got another look at the defensive specialists for the Black Tornado, but before we do so, we will go ahead and take a break. We'll be back again in just a few minutes.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon.
We welcome you back to North Medford. The score here is 9-1 in favor of the home team. Had a very eventful first inning. 1 run scored by the visiting Eagles, and sort of looked like it could have been a rough day for the Black Tornado, and then all of a sudden the bats got going, and 9 runs. If you blinked, you missed them. Right there, the first strikeout of the game. And if no surprise substitution has been made, then that's still Gabby Urban, and yes, it is number 13. The freshman records the first strikeout of the game and the first out of the second inning. That ball outside, the count moves to 1-0. That ball called a strike. That ball swung on and missed. Count moves to 1-2. Pitchers count here for Gabby Urban, 1-2. And the second strikeout of the game is the second consecutive strikeout for Gabby Urban, the freshman, putting on a show on the circle. With a fresh count, the first pitch of this new at-bat, Urban delivers a strike. this ball clipped to shortstop. The scoop is made. Oh, wow. Runner is called safe at first, much to the confusion of everyone on the field. Runner called safe, and head coach of the Black Tornado is going to come out and speak to the first base umpire with this one. And they're going to talk it over with the home plate umpire. And the verdict is that the runner is safe after a whole lot of discussion. You wonder what was being said. Regardless, the Eagles get a woman on base with 2 outs. Gabby Urban has another batter to deal with here. This ball is chopped to... That's out of bounds. It's going to be a foul ball out of bounds. What kind of sport terminology is that? Foul ball. Come on, Brigham. Foul ball. Count moves to 0-1. Gabby Urban here with 1 runner on base. This ball chopped at. It's going to be... Count will move to 0-2. Gabby Urban so far throwing with quite a bit of heat, quite a bit of speed there. A little bit difficult for some of these Eagle Point hitters to deal with, but that ball is going to be chopped back to Urban. Underhanded to first base, and there is the final out of the inning. As we move to the bottom of the second, North Medford will take over with an opportunity to broaden their lead even more. But before they do that, we will hear from our sponsors. We'll be back in just a minute.
You're a coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sundays, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to North Medford. The score here 9-1 in favor of the Black Tornado. So far we've seen a couple of strikeouts here in the top of the second, courtesy of Gabby Urban, the freshman. Spoke to the North Medford head coach before the game, and they told me that the pitcher-catcher duo today for the Black Tornado, both freshmen, Gabby Urban as well as Presley Lawton. A couple of 9th graders surrounded by a few seniors, handful of juniors and sophomores. Nonetheless, underclassmen showing some class. No pun intended. So far, it's been an offensive showcase. By the home team. This ball's going to be chopped again into left field. That one's going to drop again. And the first hit of the bottom of the second is on board. That was courtesy of number 15, Presley Lawton, the catcher who I just spoke of, the other freshman starter for this Black Tornado team. I don't believe she watched a pitch, immediately making her presence known here in the bottom of the second by getting on base. And now Sarah Hamlin has a base runner. This ball's going to be slapped down the left field line. Should be called foul, and it is. Could have been danger as that ball was hit with quite a bit of power. Rest assured for Eagle Point. The ball goes safely back into Presley Brown's hands. Excuse me, now pitching is Sydney Boren. Excuse me. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned and family run. Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. That ball in the dirt. Runner will not advance. That is pinch runner Emily Dunn for the Black Tornado. She will stay put. That ball up and in. Both catcher and pitcher noticing that the pickoff play is possible. Nearly every runner that we've seen has taken a decent lead. That ball's going to be slapped into left center. Dunn will round second and go to third. The throw will be not in time as she's able to stand up on the third base bag, and that means that a stand-up double for Sarah Hamlin advances the runner, throws one more out there. So this means run number 10 and 11 on base, and this would make run number 12 come to the plate. And that's first baseman Hannah Drisdale, who last time out had a 2-run double. Let's see what she can do this time. This ball's going to be chopped up the mid. Throw is in the dirt. 2 runners will score. Drisdale will stay at first. So another error recorded by the Eagle Point infield. Under difficult conditions, whole lot of wind now starting to blow. Fielded very cleanly by the shortstop, I might add. Just unable to get the throw to the correct spot, and that'll bring home 2 more Black Tornado runners. So the score now 11-1 in the bottom of the second inning with no outs. Up to bat now for North Medford is Gabby Urban. She's going to slap a ball up the middle. A double play opportunity. And they get it. Gabby Urban out at first and Drisdale out at second. The Eagles thought that had retired the side, but it hadn't. Great double play, though, turned by the Eagles. Things could have gone from bad to worse for Eagle Point, but instead, a nifty bit of infielding and some quick footwork clears the bases and brings in what could be the final out of the inning. That pitch does go low. Count is 0-1. That ball called a strike. 0-2 now. Maybe a little bit of defensive momentum for the Eagles. Sydney Boren on the circle, pitching for the Eagles here, looking to close out this inning. Ball is chopped right back to the catcher. Ball is thrown in the dirt, but collected nicely by Sydney Bruner, and that will retire the side. So more damage could have been done, but we will move to the top of the third with the Black Tornado on top, 11-1. Should be a couple more hits there for the Black Tornado, as we want to make sure we get these stats correct for you. Before we come back to the top of the third inning, we're going to take another break and hear from our sponsors yet again. Don't go anywhere.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Welcome you back to North Medford. We're at the top of the third inning. No outs, no runners on for the moment as the Eagles try to shorten the gap, the 10-run gap between them and the home team. I believe the count moves to 0-2. Gabby Urban, freshman, pitching to her fellow freshman, Presley Lawton. This ball is going to be in the dirt. Count moves to 1-2. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over 100 new YouTube subscribers just this spring alone. Helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team of subscribers. It's been a interesting and I dare say unprecedented year for not only Table Rock Sports but all of sports. Pandemic shut down virtually every league, whether it's recreational, high school, college, professional, sports, all sports alike. The Olympics were even put off a year. So a year that I don't think anyone saw coming is definitely, we're dealing with it the best we can. That ball's going to be chopped to first base. Drisdale will collect. Foot on the bag, records the first out of the top of the third, excuse me. It is our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. You can visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon for presenting sponsors, for being our presenting sponsor, excuse me, with 7 locations to serve you. Urban, another pitch in the dirt, struggling to find a little bit of command here in the top of the third. Just about 150 yards away, North Medford baseball battling it out with, I believe Roseburg High School. I don't want to speculate though, and I really should know this, but it also actually may be Eagle Point. I see the same color uniforms over there. Urban delivers, and a ground ball up the middle, but that's going to be mishandled by shortstop number 9, Madeline Leach. An uncharacteristic error on her end. I should say on North Medford's end. They've been pretty much perfect on the defensive side of the game. Offensively, can't really find many problems either, as 11 runs in 2 innings is nothing short of, well, a lot. Gabby Urban will set up, and that ball again in the dirt. 1 out and 1 runner for the Eagles. Urban gets set to deliver. That ball's going to be high. And Urban really seeming to struggle with her command here in the past 5 to 10 pitches. Not to worry though, she's got the only strikeouts of the game recorded, and she also has a pretty good team backing her up when it comes to recording runs. Delivers. That is called a strike as it's swung on and missed. Still 1 out, 1 runner on. Urban delivers. Strike 3 as the ball is tipped and caught by the catcher. That is a recorded strikeout, and that will put 2 outs on the board. Urban will look to close this inning out without conceding any runs, without any damage being done. And I said that the very first inning, the top of the first, and just after that, Eagle Point recorded their only runs so far of the game. So I really hope I didn't jinx as a pickoff attempt at first base, but Drysdale's tag is not in time. Freshman Gabby Urban will get set, pitching to her fellow freshman, Presley Lawton. Swing and a miss. This by pitcher number 22, Sydney Boren. With 2 strikes, Urban gets set to pitch. This ball is going to be popped up high into the air and caught by her fellow freshman, Presley Lawton. A part of me thought that that ball was going to be either unable to be caught or would be over the backstop. Neither was the case, and the 3rd out is recorded. Not necessarily a 1-2-3 inning, but quick work either way by a couple of freshman outs. So we'll be back in another 60 seconds for the bottom of the 3rd.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back here at North Medford, we are about to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is an 11-1 ball game in favor of the home side, courtesy of a handful of hits, some unfortunate defensive mistakes by Eagle Point. After the first 5 minutes, though, you kind of thought this game could have gone either way. Eagle Point recorded the first run of the game, but as soon as the Black Tornado picked up the bats and got in the batter's box, it was a downhill race from that, or from that point on, I should say. And handful of runs were recorded, and good start here to the bottom of the third as Samara Miles gets on base with a blooper to center field. Haven't seen as many powerful line drives in this game. It's actually been a handful of softly hit bloopers to the shallow outfield that has done the most damage. Miles will take a pretty hefty lead from first after the pitch by Boren. And up to bat now is leadoff hitter Nevaeh Smith. Bunt is shown and either not pulled back in time or the ball was in the zone, and so strike is called here on Nevaeh Smith, who I was told is returning from injury. This is her first game back in a little while. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Miles will advance to second base. For Smith, but that ball's tipped back. Full count now for the center fielder. Boren to deliver the payoff. Ball's chopped to the third baseman. Throw is not made to first. Runner will stay put at second. Now, two ladies on for the two-spot hitter, Matlin Leach, who already has a hit on the day and I believe has at least one of those 11 RBIs. And she will watch the first pitch cross the plate for strike one. 0-1 in favor of Boren for the moment. She's got two runners, though, she's got to worry about, and no outs for the time being. That ball high and away. Count moves to 1-1. This ball sliced down the third base line. Must have just gone foul. No clear sign was given. Must have been given pretty early on by the home plate umpire. Now the 1-2. Same thing, ball sliced down the third base. Looks like she's aiming at her third base coach as he had to do a little do-si-do out of the way. Leach not wanting to go down without a fight here as she battles with Boren. The 1-2 is going to be slapped down to left field. Ball is caught. Runners will have to tag. Nice catch made by the left fielder for Eagle Point, recording the first out. Again, could have been a lot worse than it was. In fact, runners didn't even advance. So that's Smith and Miles at first and second. Just eager to bite at the opportunity to advance in position, hoping to add more runs for their team. Shahar Miles will slap this ball again to left field. Catch will be made again. Ball is fumbled, but the out is still recorded. Runners will both advance. A nice catch again made by Eagle Point left fielder Sage Teixeira. That's 2 in a row that she's seen come right at her. Well, not necessarily right at her. The second one she had to put on a little show of athleticism. Make her way all the way to the third base line. First pitch will be a ball here for Presley Lawton. Lawton will slice this one away. Goes into the backstop. Evens the count 1-1 for the freshman catcher. That ball swung on and missed. 2 strikes now on the catcher. Well, the hitter, but when her team is on defense, she is the North Medford catcher, not to confuse anyone. Boren sees that ball go high and away. Lawton sees that ball go high and away, Boren, the pitcher, unable to find the zone. That ball in the dirt. And Lawton will advance. Bases loaded now with 2 outs for Hannah Drisdale, first baseman. Sarah Hamlin. And the first pitch called a strike as she watches that one go by. That ball is going to be slapped into left field, collected. Not quite as clean as Teixeira would like, so 1 run will come around to score. Making the score 12-1 in favor, 13-1, 2 runs did come around. I thought maybe that was the case. Now a 12-point lead for the home team here in the bottom of the third. This ball will be hit down the third base line. Multiple players giving chase. It will go foul. Drisdale here battling with Boren. That ball chopped foul. Ball's going to be sliced down the middle, collected by the shortstop, and the third out is recorded. That'll bring the third inning to a close. We'll move to the top of the fourth. Score here is 13-1 in favor of the home side. Eagles will get another crack. Let their offense go to work and try to shorten the gap here. For the time being, we will take a 60-second break, and we'll be right back.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back at North Medford High School, we're about to take to the top of the fourth inning. The Eagle Point Eagles will get a chance to shorten the gap, the 12-run gap here, as the Black Tornado have so far done a fantastic job getting runs on the board. Ball's going to be chopped up the middle. Drysdale unable to scoop it, and runner will advance to second. Tough play there for the North Medford infield. Unable to record the out. Unfortunately for them, the runner will advance. That was Eagle Point's number 13, Presley Brown. Starting pitcher for today, after eventually being replaced by Sidney Boren. Now up to bat is Maddie Gray, right fielder. And that ball is smashed to left center, all the way back to the warning track. That's going to bring around one to score. Teixeira will hold up at second, but by far the deepest hit of the game. Stand-up double for Teixeira. Gabby Urban still on the dot for North Medford, pitching to her fellow freshman, Presley Lawton. The rest of the North Medford infield looks like this. Matlin Leach, Sarah Hamlin, Presley Lawton, who I mentioned, Hannah Drysdale, Gabby Urban, and Taylor Smalley. Drysdale will record the out at first cleanly and walk the ball back to her pitcher. The runner will advance as the first out is recorded, courtesy of Drysdale, but still a runner to deal with. Gabby Urban gets set to face her fourth batter this inning. Ball's going to be slapped up the middle. Throw not made to first, and another Eagle will score. So an RBI single. And my apologies, that stand-up double was Maddie Gray, number 7. I don't know why I thought Sage Teixeira had hit that ball, but was indeed Maddie Gray. Stand-up double, which brought in a runner. And now Kiersa Hogan, number 5, just had that RBI single that brought in the 3rd run of the day for the Eagles. Starting to get a little bit of offensive momentum here as Eagle Point. Check swing was Teixeira. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Urban has yet another strikeout on the day. That wrangles in out number 2. Two runs allowed this inning for Urban, the most she's allowed in a single inning so far. Still a 10-point lead, 10-run lead, excuse me, for the home side. Runner on first for the Eagles, and Jade Learman back to the top of the order for Eagle Point. That pitch called strike. That ball high from Urban. And that pitch is low. Now, the last inning, Gabby Urban had really, for the first time this game, a little bit of trouble with her command. Seems like that's a recurring theme for really any pitcher. It's not like as a pitcher you stay in the same perfect form. There's valleys and peaks. But with that strike, seems like Gabby Urban may be finding her command yet again just to end out this inning. Looking to close out inning number 4 and head, the top of the 4th and head to the bottom, which is exactly what they'll do. A nice throw from third down to Drysdale, and that is the final out of the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth in just about 60 seconds.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
They believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, to get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
Right back here at North Medford High School, we head to the bottom of the fourth. Pitcher Gabby Urban up to bat, and she will slice a ball into right field. She is on base after one pitch. Now to bat for the Black Tornado is Alyssa Hartzheim. A pitch inside from Boren. Shows bunt as the steal is on. The tag is made, however. And that'll clear the bases. A nice defensive play by the Eagle Point infield and catcher. Hartzheim shows bunt again. Unable to pull back in time as the ball was in the dirt. This ball slapped to center field. Kiersa Hogan did not have to move. That one came right down into her glove. 2 outs now for the Eagles, looking to close out this fourth inning. 13-3 ball game here in North Medford as the Black Tornado hosting the Eagle Point Eagles. Thank you for joining us here on Table Rock Sports. Happy to have you along. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunching your lunch. and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. I love reading that. Crunch in your lunch. Lots of fun to say. Getting close here to the 5th inning where we are probably going to see some more scoring. It's been a high-scoring game, if you can't tell, 13-3. Many of those runs coming in just the bottom of the 1st inning from North Medford. That ball slapped up the middle, collected nicely by the Eagle Point shortstop. The out is recorded. The throw made in time. And Ryan Hamlin will be called out on the routine ground ball. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning, and we will be right back.
They believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
Back here in North Medford, it's a 10-run lead for the home team. The North Medford Black Tornado hosting the Eagle Point Eagles. We now take you to the top of the 5th inning, where the Eagles will look to, shorten this lead. This ball will be chopped foul. First pitch of the inning, count moves to 0-1. Gabby Urban so far done a nice job, one of the only freshmen on this North Medford team, pitching to a fellow freshman in Presley Lawton. Urban delivers. This ball popped up to the second baseman, caught by Taylor Smalley, and we have one out in the top of the 5th. Urban will pitch. This one will be driven into center field, Caught routinely by Ryan Hamlin. The final out of the previous inning. She tracks that one down, and 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Gabby Urban will find the zone here. This ball finds its way to right field as the Eagles have a base runner. Lots of substitutions so far have been made, and I unfortunately don't have the names of all the players, but that was Bailey Worrell making it to first base, which means Presley Brown is at the plate now. Urban delivers strike 2 now. With a 10-run lead here in the top of the 5th. If I'm not mistaken, we could be seeing the final out here. Gabby Urban looking to close this one out with a strikeout. Ball is just tipped. This ball popped up. Catch will be made by the freshman. Another unorthodox catch to close this one out. That was Presley Lawton, the freshman catcher, able to close this one out again. A great catch against the backstop. And that brings us to the conclusion of this one. After just 5 innings, the North Medford Black Tornado take care of the Eagle Point Eagles 13-3. Again, we appreciate you tuning in to Table Rock Sports for this edition of Southern Oregon High School Sports. Always love bringing you high school sports action. Again, this is Brigham Harris alongside the beautiful Kaylee Harris doing the camera work for us today. The executive producer of all Table Rock Sports events is Joe Brett. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Table Rock Sports.